the Bermuda Triangle, one of the world's greatest unsolved mysteries. For decades, ships and aircraft have vanished without a trace across 500,000 square miles of open ocean. But in 2001, a routine survey detected something unexpected, nearly 700 meters beneath the Atlantic, strange formations that shouldn't be there. Then in 2025, scientists uncovered a second discovery, buried deep beneath Bermuda itself, and so far, nobody can fully explain either one. The ocean between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico gained its reputation through sudden, unexplained losses. On December 5, 1945, 5 Navy Avenger bombers of Flight 19 flew into these waters and vanished after reporting complete disorientation. Decades earlier, in 1918, the massive collier USS Cyclops disappeared without a single distress call, swallowing 309 crew members. Yet, millions of travelers cross these same waters safely every year. Science points to violent rogue waves, sudden hurricanes, and the swift Gulf Stream, which quickly sweeps away wreckage. While minor magnetic variations exist, most experts attribute these tragedies to natural hazards and human error. But the most challenging questions are now coming from the ocean floor itself. In May 2001, the Canadian marine exploration firm Advanced Digital Communications partnered with the Cuban government for a deep-water survey off the Guanahacoibes Peninsula. The crew was searching for Spanish colonial shipwrecks, not hunting for lost cities. To map the seafloor, they towed a side-scan sonar system, which sends acoustic pulses down to create a high-resolution map of the ocean floor. At nearly 700 meters deep, the readouts suddenly showed something unexpected. Long, straight lines and sharp, rectangular shapes. The geometric patterns looked far too symmetrical to be natural rock. Suspicious of a technical glitch, the operators turned the ship around. They mapped the exact same area several times from entirely different directions, trying to find an error in their instruments. But with every new pass, the sharp angles remained, proving the massive structures on the ocean floor were indeed real. To verify the sonar readings, the team lowered a tethered, remotely operated vehicle into the Atlantic. As the machine descended nearly 700 meters, sunlight faded to absolute nothingness, leaving only the vehicle's high-intensity lamps to pierce the silent, freezing blackness of the sea floor. When the live video feed reached the surface, it stunned the observers. Giant, block-like stones loomed from the darkness, featuring flat surfaces and clean 90-degree angles. These geometric formations appeared to be arranged in a massive, organized grid across the ocean floor. The recorded images quickly leaked to the public, drawing immediate global attention and sparking a heated scientific debate. The leaked sonar images split the scientific community into 2 distinct camps. On one side, some geologists and the expedition team argue the sheer regularity of the grid suggests an artificial origin, perhaps ancient stone walls, roads, or foundations. On the other side, mainstream geologists maintain the formations are entirely natural, pointing to basaltic lava or limestone platforms that naturally fracture into clean, 90-degree blocks under tectonic stress. Because no subsequent expedition has successfully retrieved physical samples for analysis, the site remains completely unidentified. Until a new team descends to these depths with advanced tools, the debate remains open. The formations sit almost 700 meters underwater. During the last ice age, global sea levels were only about 120 meters lower than today. This difference makes simple exposure above water highly unlikely, meaning the structures could not have been built on dry land. For an ancient civilization to have constructed them, the ocean floor itself would have had to sink hundreds of meters. Instead, geologists look to natural forces. Tectonic movement along the active Caribbean plate boundary, massive submarine landslides, or deep basaltic volcanic intrusions can naturally fracture rock into the exact geometric patterns found at these dark depths. In December 2025, geophysicists turned to seismic imaging directly beneath the island of Bermuda. Publishing their findings in the journal Geology, the team used teleseismic waveform tomography to map the crust. By deploying a network of portable seismometers across the island, they analyzed earthquake waves to construct a 3-dimensional velocity model. This effort revealed a massive, previously unknown rock layer extending roughly 20 kilometers below the surface. The buoyant, underplated mafic rock body behaves unlike typical formations found under oceanic islands, providing the uplift that keeps Bermuda above water. Science writer Paul Arnold reported on phys.org that while this massive structure explains the island's unusual elevation, it has no connection to the historic disappearances within the Bermuda Triangle. This discovery does not solve old myths, but it proves that the Atlantic seabed still hides vast geological surprises. Subscribe to follow our next scientific investigation. As technology advances, the deep ocean continues to defy our maps. The greatest mystery is not what we lost, but what remains waiting in the dark.